Hello everyone, this is Div the Sunny Panda, and today I'm going to be starting a new series. This is in line with the kind of games I like and the kind of gameplay I want to have on my channel. We'll be playing Prison Architect. What is Prison Architect, you ask? Well, you'll be in for a surprise. It's a prison management game, and that's to put it simple. That's just the most simple way to explain Prison Architect. It's a prison management game, but it goes way more than just prison management. Anyways, I have a save which I created so that I don't bore you with the initial planning stages. I'll walk you through it anyway, but basically the settings I went for the warden. You can choose your warden. I selected Rita as my warden. She has the likelihood of prisoners being stoical or fearless, so it makes it easier to control them, and prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly, so any kind of uprising or trouble is handled better. I went for a medium map. Fog of war and forests were on, failure conditions were on, and gangs are on, as well as staff needs. That's the only thing I have on, nothing else. Everything else is the same. And my prison is called Pandzkaban. It's a play on Azkaban, so all bad pandas and the worst kind of pandas are going to go into my prison, Pandzkaban. Anyways, let me introduce you to Pandzkaban. Let's pause. So as you can see, this is a medium map. I have done all the planning. It took me around 20 minutes to do this planning, and I could have started and had the planning done while recording, but then you'll have a whole episode of just me planning stuff and explaining what I'm doing, and that's kind of boring. I think Prison Architects, the fun in this game is mainly in the management once the prisoners start arriving. Anyways, it's a bit dark, so let's fast forward it so that we can hit daylight. Anyways, this is a medium map, so what we have going around all our prison is a big fence, okay, and then you have an empty area that's just going to remain empty apart from being used for utilities like our garbage area, our deliveries, our staff offices and such. That's going to be the outer area, alright? And we are leaving this outer area because prisoners can receive contraband such as mobile phones or even weapons flung at them from outside, and I cleared out all the trees that generated on this map, so I have extra cash to start out with. At least I think 19,000 extra. We started with 35, but by selling not 19, in fact 12 or something, 12 or 13,000 grand extra, it's going to help us because as daylight hits now, I'll show you my planning. So our main entrance, this is the outer perimeter, this is the inner perimeter, and this is going to be the housing for all our prisoners. Our main entrance and reception is down here. Okay, it's a bit risky because if we have a escape attempt, all they need to do is get out of here and bam, they're running out. But we can purchase land and just expand further on later. We'll take care of that. The office wings are here. This is going to be a staff room of sorts. The garbage and delivery area is here. Then you have a holding cell. Now, why do we need a holding cell? I don't know, but sometimes I find it easier, like if you find tunnels or prisoners trying to escape, or for some reason your cell is unavailable, you can definitely use the holding cell in such situations. So, and there'll be two sets of gates or prison bars to get through to the exit, which provides us a little more security. Then we have the first inner ring that I've planned. I can't build the entire thing with the funds I have. We will have to build as we go, but we are going to have a cell. This is your typical 2x3 cell which houses one prisoner in each block. So this is going to be A block, and B block will house 20 prisoners each. Then we have a utility room for the power here, a laundry room, and oops, I didn't mean to remove that wall from planning. A laundry room, a cleaning cupboard, and this will be a mini staff room apart from the staff room here, so the staff can take a quick break here or get here. I have staff needs on. It makes it a bit more realistic, makes it a bit more challenging, so I love it. Then you have our canteen and kitchen here for the feeding, and then we have two more blocks up here. So total of 80 prisoners can be housed in this setup. I haven't planned further on because then we will, as we grow, I want to play through the game and grow and not plan out everything from the start because I find that a bit boring, to be honest. But this is the basic things to get us started. So we'll get building. Let's first assign the job so that our workmen can start getting on it. Fence, it's the cheapest type of wall when you start out, and that's what we need. This is going to be with foundation, this is going to be with foundation, so we'll start out laying the fence here all the way across our entire prison. This is the outer perimeter. Later on we will wall these with perimeter wall because that's the strongest kind of wall you can get protection with, to stop your prisoners from escaping. But I don't have access to that as of yet, so we'll leave it at that. As perimeter wall it costs us close to 200 per square foot, so it cost us, we would be bankrupt just laying one row of perimeter wall. So now let them fence it up. Once they fence it up, we'll also lay in the inner fence rather. The outer fence is being laid up, so the inner fence. Wait, we don't need to spend all the money yet. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel that work order. We will currently only fence up this area that I have marked here to save up some money because we aren't using that area yet. Why do we waste money placing fences there? I mean, it makes no sense, right? So the fencing is going to be done. We will then I have closed the prisoner intake so that we don't receive prisoners before we are ready. Let's see, we have to read the CEO's letter, blah blah blah. He says we have to get started with all kinds of bullshit. We already know that. So let's go to grants. Our first is a basic detention center, a holding cell, a shower. We need to build a yard, build a kitchen, build a canteen, and hire at least 2 guards and 2 cooks. So let's get that, and let's get the administration, build 2 offices, warden, unlock finance to bureaucracy, and then we need to hire an accountant. So let's accept that too. Now, due to us accepting these 2 grants, we have got some big money, and once we finish these grants, we'll also get some big money. So once our workmen are done placing all these amazing fences, let's queue up some job for them. Let's get foundations out of brick. My whole prison is going to be made out of brick, and I don't mind auto lights. It's not too annoying. I will turn off auto lights for the prison, for the cell blocks, because I would need specific kind of light there. But for everywhere else, I feel auto light does a fair job. So we'll have a foundation laid for this entire area. Okay, it'll need an entrance, so let's get a large jail door, rotate it, place it there, and a large jail door goes here. The walls and stuff we will build later. So let's get the foundation laid for that. That'll be a reception and our holding cell. Phew, see, it's the start of the game itself is quite demanding. You need to think about it before you start out, or else you'll have a riot on your hand day 1, and you don't want a prison riot. I mean, I think you should know by now that prison and riots don't go so well with each other. But okay, the foundations have been laid. Amazing. Let's wall this up, and let's have a large jail door placed here. We'll have a table. Okay, let's first mark the rooms so that it will tell us easily what we need in those rooms. Now we need a reception, so this is going to be the reception area. All right, and we need a table. Okay, 2 tables. We'll need an office desk. Let's get an office desk facing the correct way, hopefully. Keyboard towards the inner end, yeah. And then we get a chair, and we get a bin. A bin is not suggested for the reception, but to dispose of all contrabands that come in. It's wonderful. We'll later have 2 metal detectors here once we can afford them. Okay, then we need a holding cell. So let's get a holding cell marked here. And then to make the holding cell active, we need a couple of toilets. What do we need in the holding cell? The holding cell needs toilets and benches. So we'll get a couple of toilets placed here. And it just needs some benches, that's all. So get a bench. Let's say like we have 2 rows to sit somewhere. In the center maybe? Like, yeah. We can have 3 rows in fact, okay. Let's have 1 here and 1 here. Okay, just 2 rows to sit. That's just benches. And you don't require a bed, a shower and such, but I like my holding cell to have those facilities. So there's no canteens accessible, no problem, we'll build a canteen. But we'll concentrate on that later. We can get a bed in here, we can get a couple of showers in here too. So the holding cell is operational to manage prisoners living in it. But for now, we don't require that. Okay, and next is we have to build a shower, build a yard, build a kitchen, blah blah blah. It's going to take a long time to get all things done, but we will get it done. And let's concentrate on that before we start building the cell block, because we can get some money in. And I'll show you how much it will cost us to lay the foundation for all of this. It is going to be ridiculously expensive. Our whole cell block is going to cost 12,000. It doesn't seem that expensive actually. The whole process is going to cost us 22,000. We do require a kitchen and a canteen, and all this area has to be, you know, built up. But let's go slow. Let's build a foundation until here. Let's pause it because I want to extend the foundation from here to here. Oh, I think I tried to build on top of that, so it sort of didn't like that. Okay, I hope it doesn't build a wall in between. Yeah, it shouldn't. And then we'll extend the foundations all the way till here. Okay, it requires an entrance, so let's place just 1 entrance is all we require. A large jail door here to get it functioning. To get the foundations laid, let's fast forward it, and they should start coming and laying foundations. I think I didn't have auto lights on. Maybe auto lights would have been good for our kitchen and canteen, but that's fine, we'll get it running. A kitchen, a canteen, a yard. Now I don't have any place marked for a yard here, so what I do plan is once we start expanding, you know, the center, before we build another cell block here and repeat this whole plan on this side once again to raise our capacity from 80 to 160, we'll have a center area with important buildings that we require. We will require a school, a classroom rather, a workshop, a place to pray and such. So we'll do that in the center. So the yard will probably be right outside our mess hall or kitchen, so that we can put people in the yard just before they have to eat, and that saves them time. They can get in and eat immediately. Okay, so we require we don't want walls in these 2 places. And where else don't we want walls? Everywhere else we do require walls. Okay, so let's mark it as a kitchen. Canteen, yeah, this is going to be marked as a canteen. It's not enclosed yet, but we will build walls there. No, not to worry at all. This will be the canteen, and then you have the kitchen marked here. And then let's go in brick wall. Let's mark the walls. Okay, there we go. These are going to be the walls that separate the kitchen from the cell block. And let's work on getting some objects in here. So for an operational canteen, all you need is 1 table, a couple of benches, a serving table, and your canteen is operational for our very good and high maintenance kitchen. We are going to have one sink in place, one cooker. I need 4 cookers, I think. So let's place the cookers in the middle so that we have fridges on both the sides. Which side is the cooker facing? Can you? Okay, so the red. Now it's facing towards the left, up, right. Okay, we'll have one placed on the right here. Then we need a fridge, which will be placed hopefully towards. This looks like the back, so it needs to be placed this side. Yeah, let's place it there. That's all. That's all it needs. And now we have the kitchen active once they place the fridge in there. Look at that guy running around. Okay, nice. We just need a yard. Just something marked as a yard. We don't even need access to it. So let's get rooms. Where's the yard? Let's. I have played this game a lot, for almost 100 hours in fact, but I'm not perfect with it, and you can never be perfect enough with with a game like Prison Architect, trust me. 15 block yard, secure behind at least one door. Well, it is secure, isn't it? Oh no, this area isn't secure. No problem. Let's get our fencing in here. Let's lay out the fences on the outer perimeter of the yard, and we will destroy some fences here to make the yard operational and place in some nice, what do you call it, some grass, some things, some things that can keep our prisoners active and engaged within the yard. But it's not important to build anything in the yard now. We just need a yard to exist. Okay, so let's where can I demolish walls here? I need to demolish this part of the fencing. There we go. Let me also remove planning for this parting because it's annoying me here. We need parting here, but not really within the yard. So yeah, that's good. That's good enough. So now we have a yard operational, secure behind at least one door. And it's secure behind a door. What are you talking about? Is it open somewhere else? Is this area not secure? There's a fencing all the way around. It goes. Oh, we haven't closed it up here. Of course we haven't. I forgot. I am sorry. Okay, so for starting we'll need just 2 offices. So let's build fences all the way up until our main 2 office blocks. You know, once we require walls there, we'll have walls replaced with fences. I'm not going to build all this area up in a day. Like it's not possible with the money we have. So let's fence it up. We need to build 2 offices. So let's lay foundation out of building brick for 2 offices. Okay, that should be 2 offices, and we'll have a staff door here and here. Oh, not there. They're here. I didn't want to destroy that wall with the staff door. Okay, nice. Something finished. What was it? Oh, okay, the yard probably. Let's build a brick wall here. Let's get rid of the fencing and build a brick wall here. We need 2 offices. So where do we have office? Let's place let's mark it as office, and let's have a desk. Come on, an office desk. So this is going to be the warden's office. All right, the warden is going to sit here along with the chair of his own, and then we are going to have the accountant sitting here with the chair, of course, to sit. And then we need filing cabinets for both of them, because they'll have a lot of documents. You know, running a prison is not document free, and then we'll pimp up the offices later. For now, we are saving money. We don't want to spend excess on just furniture and things that are not required. 2 offices done. Let's hire our first staff, which is going to be our warden. So there we go, warden's office. Awesome. We have to unlock finance through bureaucracy. So let's go to bureaucracy. Where's the reg? No, jobs, intake, prisoners, staff, grants, programs. Not here. Oops, I forgot. Sorry. We need to unlock finance. So let's start working on finance. Okay. So we'll get that grant done, and we'll hire an accountant. We need to hire at least 2 guards and hire at least 2 cooks. So I'm going to hire them and then fire them immediately, because we don't really require them as of now. 2 guards, 2 cooks. Okay, we got that. Oh, we need to build a shower. God damn it, I completely forgot. So let's have a shower head, a drain, and we'll just mark that room as a shower. That small little 1 block area. Okay, let's speed it up so that I don't want to pay staff without having prisoners yet. That's going to be embarrassing, and it'll hurt our pockets. Having a failed shower head. Come on, get the shower head in here quick. 10 grants done. Okay, now let's get that dismantled. Let's get the shower, the drain. Where's the shower head? Let's get it dismantled. Let's also go to rooms and unmark that. Let's go to staff, and we need to fire our guards. Fire. What's going on? Hello? Did they not get fired? Did I fire somebody else? I thought I was firing my guards, but it didn't update while on pause, so it just kept repeating it again and again. Anyways, we have fired them, so they're not going to cost us salary while we construct our prison. So yeah, let's get cracking with the actual constructions. First things first, let's place utilities. We need a power station, which we already have access to. Okay, where does the power station go? It goes in here. And we have how many capacitors? 1 capacitor, but we'll install 3. Okay, let's get that installed, and then we'll start walling up and creating cells so that we can start our intake. We need water as well, and this was going to be a staff room, so water will be somewhere outside. I'll think of where to put it. Okay, we have electricity running, so let's go to utilities. Let's get the cable running. We'll have 1 cable running all the way down here, and let it come in here, and then it should power these offices here. Okay, that'll be put up. Let's get utilities. Let's get okay, we can hire an accountant. Let's hire an accountant, and we'll get the grant, and then I don't know if you need to fire the accountant, but we can get some more grants now. Where's grants at? Come on, I need the grants. This is bureaucracy. Where's the grants? I keep forgetting. Okay, god damn it. Grants. We need cell block A, prisoner capacity of 15. Let's get it. We need a medical ward, 2 doctors and stuff that can wait. Maintenance, visitation rights. Okay. Long-term investment and short-term. Pay money into an investment fund which will ultimately give you a reasonable return. So we give a $5,000 advance payment, and we get $16,000 in completion, which is good. So let's do that also. Let's get money rolling in. Okay, and we just need to build 15 cells, and we'll get 20 grants more. So getting money early game is not difficult. It's fine. So let's start placing our walls and cells to make it up to the number of 15. Okay, let's place the brick wall here. Let's place a brick wall here. We need to break down a wall here and stuff, but we'll get to that later. Okay, and this needs a staff door. Object staff door on the outside, so that they don't have access from the, or not here rather, because this is going to be a staff room, so let them have access from here. Okay, let's speed that up. Let's have them place the walls. And what we are going to do for the cells here is we don't need to build all the cells individually. That would take us a long time. So we're just going to build one cell and then copy that cell and create 15 of it to get us rolling and get our cell block grant complete and earn money. Phew. Okay, let's let the construction workers complete it, hop on to their work. So we have electricity running, we need water, and water can be, well, we have this whole area free here, so why not have water placed right here? Where's utilities at? A water pumping station right here next to the holding cell. Nothing wrong with it, right? We can have pipes running out the wazoo anywhere we want. So will it be better here or here? That's the question. Or here. We'll have to run lots of pipes if it's there. We'll have to run pipes anyways, because we need to get water up here. Alright, we'll place the pumping station here and fence it up later. Okay, so let's get that. So we have the utilities running, we have the basic. Oh my god, these people are stuck in here. But damn, we need a staff door. Staff door. There you go. Get out of there now. Okay, so what is our cell going to consist of? Our cell is going to have, first let's mark it as a cell, and it'll tell us what we need to exactly build. Okay, the cell needs to have a jail door, of course. Okay, and it needs to have a bed which prisoners can sleep on. Then it needs to have a toilet, and also it doesn't need to have a shower or a drain, but I want it to have a shower because I'm not building individual shower rooms. And why am I not building into individual shower rooms? Is because they end up stabbing each other the minute they wake up, and it's hell to manage them in the mornings. It's absolutely hell. So let them have a shower in their room. Like, we can place a shower and a drain right above the toilet seat, and yeah, they just manage. They have to. They have no other option. So it's a bit cruel, but it's prison. We aren't really making it a comfort hotel for them or something. So they have the drains in there, and also let's add lights. One light each in the cell. Let's have it at the gates, because we should have visibility. Our guards need to have visibility indoors, inside the cells, to see what the prisoners are up to, so that we don't really... Yeah, look at that. It's automatically lit up now because we have the wires running. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into quick build. We're going to copy this much. Yeah, this should be good. And we're going to, if we place it as such, yeah, it's building up the cells. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cells. Okay, that's being built. This is going to be a bit problematic because I may not be able to copy this wall, otherwise the large jail door comes into. So let's dismantle the jail door before we copy it for quick build, and then we place up the jail door again later in there. Okay, they're building these cells first. Let me prioritize this. Where can I prioritize it? There's a way to prioritize. Dismantle. I think it was control clicking, or I forgot. I have played this game a lot, but I haven't played it recently. I've played more than 100 hours of this game, but it was a while back. So there'll be a few things that I would need to iron out as I play. But isn't that the fun part? Now we're getting all these cells constructed to reach cell block A. And once we reach cell block A, the fun thing is we can actually start accepting prisoners too. So yeah, it's going to be nice. Phew! I didn't think that we would have such a decent start. I didn't want my first episode to be filled with me being confused on what to place where. That's why I did the planning. I hope you enjoyed. We'll complete the cell block construction. Hopefully, can we complete? Why is the cell not? Okay, they're placing the bed and toilet there. Okay, how many cells do we need? I think we have 11 placed. We'll complete the cell block and call it. Wrap this episode up. Okay, so let's quick build, copy. We need a quick build, and we need to copy this part. Okay, we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's build one more, because I don't know which one is next after cell capacity 15. Does it go to 50? I think it goes to 50. So these two blocks hold only 40 together, so we'll have to start construction on another block if we go in that fast. But we don't need to go in that fast yet. Let's get a large jail door. We have one in stock because we removed it. Let's place it here. Now this is where it's going to start getting hectic. Once we start accepting prisoners is where everything just rips apart. You get prisoners who are going to kill each other. I'm not going to accept minsec prisoners. I'm going to intake only medium security or max security. I don't want minsec. You get 500 per day for midsec. I think so, or a one-time payment of 500 rather. Is it a one-time or a daily thing? I think daily. There's a list of categories you have delivered. I think this is a payment of daily, I feel. Or maybe, like I know that every prisoner gives you a fixed amount of daily, but the one-time payment is higher, so it could be like 100 per prisoner per day, but one-time payment of 500. I think that's how it works. Anyways, we finished our cell block, whatever you call it, our first cell block grant, and this is the start of Pandzkaban, the Azkaban for naughty pandas. Anyways, I'll continue on next time. I hope you enjoyed. Tune in as I continue to build this prison and soon run this prison like a boss. I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.